This is part one of a video series of the 1911 Colt Commander upgrade project. I have a old Colt Commander. First of all, let's do a safety check. Good. Good. This is my 1911 A1 Springfield Armory. Talk about that in a little bit. Sig Sauer, 1911. Clear and good. So what we have is an old late 60s, early 70s, not quite sure, Colt Commander. It was the first handgun I ever purchased, and got quite a good deal of it. And the problem is I've always had trouble with it. It's had difficulty hitting targets and having any accuracy as far as target shooting. And it's a small, lightweight gun. I really like it. It's I believe a 4-inch. It's a little smaller than the standard. These other two are the standards. Standard 1911s. 5-inch. This is just slightly smaller. The other problem I have with this gun is it really bites into my hand right here. So when I go to shoot, right here, it has the mil-spec beaver tail grip on it, and when it does, it bites me right here and pinches my hand. And every time I shoot quite a few rounds out of this, I always come away with a little sore, missing skin right in that location. And for that reason, I didn't like the gun, but everything else I really loved it. So what this is, this is the Colt Commander, which is going to receive an upgrade. And I have another gun here, which is a 1911 again, and it's a 1911 A1 Springfield Armory. It has this is a battle pistol. It has an upgraded trigger. It has an extended tactical thumb safety. It also has an upgraded Hogue grip, along with a upgraded beaver tail and hammer. This gun here is a very good gun. It hits bullseyes quite well. It does have the slide pin. As you see, it has the slide pin that sticks out. So I'm not sure if I like that or not, but I never had any issues with it. It's a very good gun. It's very accurate. It's a little, it has a little bit of slide hang-ups, but it's fairly smooth compared to the Commander. The Commander is a little on the rough on the slide. This is a little smoother, and of course it has a black matte finish. We've got some coloring here on it. I added that, and other than that, it's a very, very nice gun, and love this gun. It feels good in the hand, shoots well. Really no complaints about this gun. Of course, my finest 1911 is my Sig Sauer. This is a beauty. Tactical rail, Trijicon sights with daytime glow. Or has a nice daytime whites and then nighttime Trijicon glows. I also have this thing here too. It's just for fun. It's a tactical light with a green laser. It's very, very kind of cool. I mean, it shoots a green laser and puts a light on it too. Plus, it'll do strobing effects too. It's kind of cool. But this has a really nice grip. Has the stippling grip on it. Very nice. Has the oversized beaver tail, upgraded hammer. But this one here has a smaller thumb safety than this one. This one has the smallest. This probably has a second smallest, and I like this. Actually, I like all three of them. And this one's big. It just, your finger just lays across the Springfield Armory, where this one doesn't hang across as much, but it doesn't really bother me. I shoot well with it either way. And but in any event, this gun here is just very smooth and just very hand fitted, and you can just tell the quality of it. It just hits bulls very, very easily. It's a very easy gun to shoot. The trigger is very clean and crisp, and along with the Springfield's clean and crisp too. And that's why it's, probably does so well. I have good confidence in this gun, and usually I hit what I'm aiming at. And so what I'm trying to do is trying to take the things I like about these two guns and upgrade my old Colt Commander into something that I'm going to have confidence with, and I like, and I can shoot. So things I'm going to do is as follows. So I bought a whole bunch of new items from Ed Brown. And so what we're going to do now, they're all Colt Commander pieces, meaning the 4-inch model. And we've got a new match grade barrel. This is going to require a custom fit. And we have a new tactical style thumb safety, which is a little bigger. It's more like this one. And if I don't like it, I can file it off and reshape it and get it to exactly where I like it. I got a new upgraded hammer, which is very similar to these hammers. That also works together with a beaver tail. And so I got a new beaver tail that fits well with the hammer. And it's a beaver tail very similar to this one. This one here you can see is a little smaller, but this one works very well. But it has a very clean shape to it, and very nice, and your hand doesn't hang up or get bit by, snake bit as I call it, by the beaver tail. This one here is closer to this style. As you can see, it has about the same head on it here, and much better than this old style. You can see the old style is just very small compared to it. This right here just really bad on the hand, where this is big and smooth and just it never snake bites. This one here always snake bites. You can count on it. So we're going to upgrade that, and then along with that we have an Ed Brown bobtail, which is basically going to take this and replace right here, but we're going to trim this edge off. So when it sits in the holster, this thing always catches on things. It's always a problem for a carry style model. So this bobtail fixes that and trims off this edge, and it has some nice stippling on it too. So when it sits in there, it'll sit like this and have the bobtail, and it'll make this thing a really nice carry weapon. So that requires full machining. Of course, you got to reposition this pin over here, and then you got to cut that corner off and then refit this in perfectly. Just a bunch of filing work and just fitting it up and getting it exactly the way you like it. So really we have for the full upgrade, the barrel, thumb safety grip, hammer and hammer strut. We got a rebuild kit with all the springs and all the pins. We got a hammer and a hammer strut, a new firing pin and a firing pin stop, and a upgraded sear. So this thing's probably sitting around 8 pounds of pull. We got a Perfection sear and disconnector, and that's probably going to get us around 5.5 pounds pull, which is a duty grade type of trigger system. Should be clean and sweet and just how I like it. And then of course we've got the bobtail, the new bobtail that's going in. and the beaver tail, bobtail and the beaver tail. And then going to freshen up our recoil spring too. So it's getting a complete upgrade. Of course, I'm going to maintain the slide, and the handle, and the frame, and even the trigger. I want to try to keep as many components on here stock as possible, but giving it a full Ed Brown quality internals, which should make it very reliable and very accurate and accurized and comfortable, and hopefully get my confidence back in shooting this. So that's our project, and I'm not sure which order I'm going to proceed, but we'll find out in video 2.